Well, it's 8:20 a.m. in the morning in India. We saw the US Open begin from 12:30 in the midnight, and now after 8 pulsating hours, you finally have your two finalists. If everybody was thinking that it would be a repeat of the Carlos Alcaraz versus Novak Djokovic classic at Wimbledon, well, you will be very, very disappointed here because breaking news, top seed and defending champion Carlos Alcaraz has been dumped out of the US Open semi-final. Yes, Carlos Alcaraz has lost in 4 sets to Daniil Medvedev. 6-7, 3-6, 6-3, sorry, 6-3 and 3-6. 6-7, 1-6, 6-3, 3-6. That is the scoreline by which Daniil Medvedev has beaten Carlos Alcaraz Garcia. Now, it was a match which many people thought that maybe Alcaraz would dominate because remember, in previous instances on grass and on hard court, it was Alcaraz who actually dominated Medvedev. But remember, Medvedev slowly but surely he's been making a mark in this US Open primarily because of his aggression and also because he's managed to stay focused and disciplined despite lot of attempts off the court to ensure that he would get distracted. But today, the discipline and focus showed in what was a truly magnificent encounter. He held his nerve against Alcaraz, who never gave up at any point in time. The tiebreakers, the first set itself set the tone of what would be a very attritional game. Close to 1 hour and 30 minutes the first set took. But it was Medvedev who held his own, and it looked like Alcaraz was indeed deflated after that because he immediately lost the second set in a big way. But Alcaraz, knowing fully well that he will never ever give up, put on a good show, and then he bounced back in the third set it by winning it 6-3. But it was the sixth game of the fourth set, which turned the entire game on its head. That game alone took close to 20 to 22 minutes. There was exchange of, I mean, there was break points that were there. There was unforced errors. But Alcaraz in the end just could not withstand the relentless pressure that Medvedev was putting on. And that is why he lost that sixth game of the fourth set and he never recovered. Medvedev served out the game easily to take 2-5 and then 3-5. But when Medvedev was also serving, there were some nerves evident also. He double faulted, and on top of that, Medvedev, he was actually Alcaraz was staring at two match points, but then he recovered from both of them. Medvedev was also staring at a break point on a couple of occasions, but then he remained calm, and after maybe close to 10 to 12 minutes of the final game, Medvedev finally sealed it. Medvedev, you could see in this entire semi-final, was playing a very high-risk game because he was nailing the aces, but in the quest for aggression, he was also double faulting quite a few often because you could see 9 aces but 10 double faults. And if you look at the breakpoint conversion, it was Medvedev who capitalized on it a lot more than Carlos Alcaraz. Remember, Alcaraz never capitalized on the breakpoint situation that was there. So this is why Novak Djokovic that's why Daniil Medvedev has managed to make it to the final. And it is a repeat of 2021 because Daniil Medvedev will be facing Novak Djokovic. For all those who don't know what panned out in the other semi-final, which I did a live, Djokovic easily defeated the American player in 3 straight sets. And Ben Shelton just could not take the biggest occasion that was there. He squandered it. There was some cocky play. There was some overconfidence on show. And that's why Shelton lost in straight sets to Novak Djokovic. And Djokovic versus Medvedev is a repeat of 2021. Remember, in 2021, Medvedev denied Djokovic the chance to achieve the Grand Slam. And now Djokovic is gunning for his 24th. But can Medvedev manage to beat him and do a repeat of 2021? Remember, 2021, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. Medvedev had absolutely dominated Djokovic, who by that time was indeed fatigued. But in 2023, the tables might be turned. Djokovic had a relatively easy part to the final, but Medvedev had to undergo a grueling encounter against Carlos Alcaraz. Close to 3 hours and 45 minutes of play. And this is towards the fag end of the New York night. And that's why whether they'll be fit on Monday, that remains to be seen now. So, Carlos Alcaraz has been eliminated. Wimbledon and US Open champion. We all were thinking maybe we could get a repeat of it, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen. And that is why Daniil Medvedev is going to take on Novak Djokovic in the men's final. Now, there are some comments saying Carlos, SRT 10 is saying Carlos needs to learn about his mind, and mind only skills can't win you games. He lost it in his mindset. I think SRT 10 a little bit harsh, but yeah, after the sixth game that happened in the fourth set, he really looked deflated. Rahul is saying now Djokovic will win easily. That might be a bit too far, but yes, it is advantage Djokovic. He looks far more determined. He looks far more focused, and that is why he looks to be coming closer to 24th. And Akash Bharat saying Joko will win because I think Alcaraz has his number, but not Medvedev. Kind of disagree, Akash, because in 2021 it was Medvedev who denied him the Grand Slam. Djokovic was gunning to become only the second player after Rod Laver to win all 4 Grand Slams in a calendar year in the Open era, but unfortunately he couldn't. And Medvedev is that is the situation. So Medvedev also can beat Djokovic. Alcaraz has beaten Djokovic, but remember, he had to really scrape through to win at Wimbledon. But what a classic that was. But for people who are thinking it may be Djokovic versus Alcaraz yet again, sorry, it is not happening. It is Alcaraz who's been eliminated, and Medvedev will face Novak Djokovic in the repeat of the 2021 final at the US Opens. So Satish Swaminathan is saying Joko knows how to rally with Medvedev until he win against him. That's why if you look at their head-to-head, it's 2-2. Medvedev actually won once at Wimbledon in the hard courts. I think it was in the ATP 1000 event, but it has been Alcaraz who's had Medvedev's number on grass. So here it is a very good situation that Medvedev has got his own on hard courts. So that is the situation that is there. And that's the situation, folks. So it's Medvedev versus Djokovic for all those of you getting up on a Saturday morning and wondering what's happening in the US Open. So yeah, he is a beast, Akash Bharadwaj, but now the beast has been eliminated. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so now when we go live, and don't forget we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.